This week I hit a personal milestone, and it has to do with history's all-time greatest Jewish epic poet that you've probably never heard of. Starting last year at Simchat Torah, the Jewish holiday where we joyously finish reading the Torah and immediately start over again at the beginning, while maybe a little bit drunk, I determined that I'd supplement reading the parasha by also reading the entirety of that week's corresponding epic poem version. Wait, what? There's an epic poem version of the Torah? Absolutely. Just like Homer's Odyssey or Beowulf or Paradise Lost, the Jews of Iran have a traditional telling of the narrative parts of the Torah in the format of an epic poem, and it is massive. Both in the literal sense of the word, as it's nearly 20,000 verses long, and in the British colloquial sense of the word, as in, "Oi, Adele's performance last night was massive!" Yes, in the first half of the 1300s, when the Black Plague was ravaging Europe, there was a Jewish poet from Shiraz in southern Iran who used what was probably a pen name, Shāhin, and wrote this huge versification of the Torah. Like, look at this. That's a lot of reading. I could have watched Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones 42 times in that much time. What am I doing with my life? And it has everything. Epic battles reminiscent of the earlier Persian epic Shahnameh, some serious Lord of the Rings level world building, tales and stories to fill in Torah narratives you've never heard of, clues that illuminate the experiences, cuisines, and prejudice of 14th century Persian Jews, spiritual, mystical, even psychedelic passages, seriously epic battle scenes, seriously epic, devotional prayers, an ode to the local Mongol ruler, linguistic peculiarities, inspiration for many more centuries of epic Judeo-Persian poetry, illuminated copies, and much, much more. Plus, I hear he was a huge baller. And so, over the past year, I've read this humongous poem and had my mind blown over and over, and as Simchat Torah approaches once again, I sincerely believe that Shāhin Torah, also known as Bereshit Nameh and Musa Nameh, should be learned by all Jewish people as part of their heritage, and studied by anyone who wants to find out just how colorful the stories of the Torah can be. And did I mention that this isn't even all of his work? Shāhin also wrote epic poems based on the books of Esther, Ezra, and Job, and his successors continued this tradition with the rest of the Tanakh, Mishnah, and more. So Hag Sameach, Moadim Shalom, and have a happy Simchat Torah. Okay, I'm one of like 5 people who's read this whole thing, so I might as well tell you about it. So what do you want to learn about Shāhin's epic poem of the Torah? Which parts of the Torah would you be curious to hear his interpretation of? Let me know in the comments.